Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the best attainable shooting guards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM here on this tier list. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's get into the list. So, by attainable, in case you're not aware, what I basically mean is non-100 overall, non-invincible. There are a couple 100 overall shooting guards who maybe borderline could have been on this list in terms of affordability, like I guess a Clyde Drexler or somebody like that potentially, but I didn't really want to include 100 overalls for the spirit of the list. Maybe with the future ones I will, because I know there are some, like at small forward for example, James Worthy's kind of in the same boat as Clyde Drexler as a shooting guard, where they're not actually that expensive of cards. So with that being said, without further ado, let's get into it. We'll start off with Tari Eason, who's actually very solid, and I think I'm going to go low A tier for him. Actually, again, remember, this is not as many good cards on it. Still a lot of good cards on this list, but I think Eason is great defensively with a really nice jumper at 6'8" and a great slasher. He's a super solid card. I'm a big fan of him, and I think A tier is totally fair. Aldridge, because of height and because he's got a good jumper and because his stats and badges are nice, is going to go S tier for me. I think 6'11", extremely switchable while still having, what does he have, like 90 base speed, bunch of good defensive badges. Like, he's a super solid card. Is he perfect? No. Will he struggle just a little bit on the perimeter at times? Potentially, but 90 speed, 90 perimeter at 6'11" is going to generally be enough to be a very high level defender, especially if you get a couple of extra perimeter defensive Hall of Fame badges on him. He's an interesting card, and I think he's S tier. Moses Moody, I haven't really used, but I don't have super high hopes for a Moses Moody card. He looks okay on paper, but he's just a little bit undersized. He's only, what, 6'5", 6'6", just not special by any means. DeMar, I'm sorry, jumper is trash. Really kills what is otherwise, at least in theory, a pretty decent card. But I personally would have to say that I think DeMar has to go D tier at this point. I just don't think he's that tough. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. Paul George, really good defensively, smooth jumper, and a good slasher. He doesn't have what I would consider an insanely fast jumper at this point, but it is still smooth and easy to green. He doesn't have much of any shot creation nor a fade. I'm going to go low B for now because he's 6'8" with a big player build, and I like his animations in terms of jump shot, defense, slashing. So I'm going to go B tier. I'm fine with that. Ron Artest, I'm not sure he gets an S tier spot anymore, but he's certainly not far off of it. If he is an S tier, he's high A. I'm looking at the rest of this list. There's a few cards on here that are definitely better than him. I think I'm going to leave it like this for now, and I might come back and change it later if I need to move Artest up. He's a good 6'7" shooting guard with a solid release, if not special. Good fade, good defender, solid card, not bad at all. OG Anunoby, I personally think is a little bit better than Paul George, but they're very similar cards. They're both pretty big shooting guards with solid jump shots who are very good defensively and capable slashers. Both good cards, both B tier. I think Jabari's A tier. He's 6'11", really smooth jumper, easy to use. I honestly think he's probably better than both the cards that are in A tier right now. The jumper is elite. He's got Kawhi behind the back. There's a lot to like about him, especially at 6'11". He's borderline S tier. He's really good. Brandon Roy, what did I just do? Why is I don't know how I just did that. I don't know how I did this. This is cool. Is it a pin thing? Is that what I did? I don't know what I did, but that was neat. Maybe can I do that? Okay. This is tripping me out a little bit. I didn't know this was a feature on Tier Maker. I'm sorry. Anyways, let me focus. Brandon Roy, I'm going A tier as well. Is he better than Jabari? I mean, Jabari's 5 inches taller. Jumper's as good. A little more movement. Defensively, B-Roy is going to be better, but a badge Jabari's probably better. I'm going to go both of them A tier for now, and we might come back and move one or both of them to S tier later. Ricky Davis, B tier, really solid B tier in terms of like good jump shot, great slasher. He's not bad defensively. He's got a little bit of movement. He's got a great dribble style, which is nice. He's got Garrett Garland dribble style. I think he's B tier. I don't like adore the card though. I don't like Grant Hill at all. I can't stand his jumper. I think his movement's a little overrated. I just don't think he creates that much space. And defensively, he's good for sure, but he's just not a card that I'm a big fan of. He's either low B or high C. Not a great card by any means, in my opinion. James Jones, really good jumper, solid card, actually like one of the best cards in B tier, and honestly might be a borderline A tier. He's a legitimately good card. James Jones is super solid. Ray Allen, I'm sorry, he kind of stinks. He's C tier, and that's generous. He actually has pretty decent stats and badges, which is the reason I don't have him D tier, and his jumper's not awful, but he's only 6'5". I certainly don't think he's a great card. I'll say that. Not a huge fan. Robert Covington, same level as OG Anunoby, Paul George. He's not quite the slasher, but he's big, great defensively, and has a solid jumper. He's a good card, for sure. Mikal Bridges. I don't adore the jumper this year, but he's a 6'7", really good 3 and D. His stats and badges are good. He's super solid. Jalen Williams, C tier, not a big fan, a little undersized. Don't love. Well, if I have him C tier, I have no. I'm sorry, Grant Hill, you're also C tier. Grant Hill and J Dub, both of them have flaws. Like J Dub is small without much movement. He's got good dribble style, but besides that, I think he is kind of flawed. You know what I mean? Movement's not great. Jumper's fine. I don't know. Grant Hill, I don't love either. I think I'm gonna go both them in C tier. Karis LeVert looks like kind of a do nothing card from what I can tell. I haven't really used him, but on paper, he kind of does nothing at an elite level, in my personal opinion. Not a card that I look at and go, oh, that's a really good shooting guard. I mean, if you look at this card, he is very underwhelming all the way around. He's only 6'6". He's not elite defensively. He's not an incredible slasher, only an 80 driving dunk. He just doesn't look like a special card in any specific area. And then you look at the SIGs and they're mid too. Even with a good jumper, that's not a very good card. George Gervin, C tier for him too. He was underwhelming for me. His jumper's not horrible. I'm gonna go B tier with him actually, because he is 6'7". His jumper's not awful. He's good defensively. Like, he's a solid card. He's not bad. I think I can't go higher than B tier for him though, honestly. I feel like low B even is probably right. Paul Millsap, yet another B tier, 6'8", good jump, well, okay jumper, really good stats and badges, well-rounded, good size, a shooting guard at what, 6'8", 6'9". Like, he's a solid card. I have no problem with him in B tier. Yet another B tier card. We got a lot of them. 6'9" Omri Caspi, elite level jumper, really, really good. Who am I gonna move down from B tier if I have to move guys down? We'll figure that out later. If I have to, I'll figure it out. Omri Caspi, he's got great jumper. He's 6'9". He's actually decent defensively, although not great, but the height does help. And I love the jumper. I'd take him over Gervin, I'll tell you that. Joe Johnson, jumper is not it. Movement is pretty good. Slashing is great, but the jumper is very mid. I feel generous not putting him in D tier, to be totally honest. OJ Mayo is terrible. His jumper's not good. He doesn't have SIGs. He doesn't have a good fade. He does nothing really well, like legitimately. That card is so mid. Amen Thompson, S tier. Finally, our second S tier of the video. Really great movement. Jumper's like not special, but it's good. Although he does seem to get a good amount of load ups, but his movement is extremely good. He's an exceptional slasher and an elite defender. He is a very fun, very good card. Matas Buzelis. Don't adore the jumper, but his slashing is elite. He's got Pro 2 fade. He's 6'10". He's extremely switchable. He's very, very good. I think he's A tier. Low A, but A nonetheless. Tabo Cephalosha, C tier. While I like the card, the jumper's a little odd. And I think as a 6'7", I mean, he does have Curry Escape. His jumper's not terrible. He's a great slasher. He's not a bad card by any means, but I don't think he's like, I feel like high C is probably right. Peja, S tier, 6'10", really good jump shot, great defensively, isn't missing the badges that guys like Jabari and Bob Matas are. I know his movement isn't special, but he's an elite slasher as well, and he's a really, really, really good 6'10" shooting guard. I think he is S tier. Andre Roberson's jumper is terrible, really kills what otherwise looks like a really good 3 and D card, but he doesn't have a ton of movement and his jumper is trash. He is D tier in my opinion. Gordon Hayward, actually pretty good. I'm going to go B tier for him. His jumper's nice. He's good defensively. He does a little bit off the dribble. He's a good slasher, has really nice dunk animations, which is one of the things that surprised me about that card. I think he's high B. Sasha Pavlovich is a card that I'll be totally honest with y'all is another one that I haven't actually used from this festival, but people have said good things about this card. 92 speed, 95 39 driving dunk. Defensively, he's pretty solid stat and badge wise. Well, the stat wise, badge wise isn't ideal. He's missing a lot of badges, but he's a diamond, so that's not shocking. Got great shooting badges. Jalen Tyson base is good. Berton's upper is great. Yeah, that's a great jumper. D-Book dribble style, Kobe escape, Pro 2 fade. Great jumper, Pro 2 fade, 6'8" shooting guard. Stats and badges leave a little bit to be desired, but he's a legitimately very good card. I'd rather have him than Gervin. He's B tier. I'm not even trolling. That card legitimately looks like a B tier shooting guard. 6'8", great jumper. Has some movement, high level fade. He looks really, really good. Kyle Korver is a pure 3 and D. Great jumper, pretty good defender. Doesn't do much else at all, but I think he's good enough to still be C tier. In fact, he's probably as good as Omri Caspi. As much as I like Caspi, the defense holds him back. I'm going to move him down to C tier too. Karl Malone. Ignoring the fact that it's Karl Malone, I think as a card, it is an A tier card. He's 6'9". He's an amazing slasher, amazing defender, extremely versatile and switchable. That being said, his jumper could be a little better. He's low A. I think he's good though. Bilal Coulibaly, either high B or low A himself. Jumper's awesome. Movement's okay. I'm going to go B. Good card. Doesn't quite do enough off the dribble though to probably be A tier in my opinion as a 6'8", 3 and D. He's good. I think Easton's probably better. He's high B though. I don't mind this placement for him at all. Kawhi S tier. Kawhi is attainable enough. He's the most expensive card in this list, I do believe, if I am not mistaken, but I do think he is relatively attainable even himself at this point in the video, or at this point in the year. I'm checking right now his price. He's 250K with yeah, he's probably like a 400,000 MT card would be my guess right now. I don't know exactly how much he's going for, but somewhere around there. It's a little expensive, but I still think he qualifies as attainable, and he's obviously S tier. He's one of the best cards on the list, maybe the best card on the list. Dr. J, I'm still gonna put low A. To this day, the Kawhi behind the back, jumper that's nice, fade that's great, slashing that's great. He's still good. He's not perfect, but he's still good. He's as good as Ron Artest is. I think he has to go A tier. He's still good. Aaron Nesmith is a card that, I'll be totally honest, is another one that I haven't used. The jumper is kind of the make or break for this card though, because he is only 6'5", I think. And while he's a really good defender in real life, is he a great defender in game? I mean, his stats and badges are good for sure, but he's only 6'5". He's going to struggle a little bit. He is a great slasher. He's got good stats and badges all the way around. I haven't used the jumper. Dale Ellis, I have not. Did I even use Dale Ellis this year? I'll be totally honest. I don't know how good this card is. I think it's hard to imagine that with D-Book Escape, Harden behind the back, normal fade isn't special. It's hard to imagine he's higher than C tier. He looks like low C realistically right now. And then you have Wiggins, who's probably low A. As great, well, is he that much better than Paul George? He's like a better Paul George. Similar speed, jump shot, similarly flawed off the dribble, great defender, great slasher. He's a better version than Paul George is, more well-rounded stat and badge wise overall. I'm going to go super low A for him, and I'm actually going to move Gordon Hayward up to A as well because I legitimately like that card as well. And I think I'm going to leave the list like this. Let me know what y'all think of it in the comment section down below. You may not agree with everything. If not, that's totally fine. But let me know your thoughts. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.